Hello everyone, it's Rider here. I'm here to talk to you about a pickup that I arrived yesterday. I ordered it, I think it was Thursday, Friday, a little bit of a payday treat. And it's a character that I absolutely love. It is Ash from Evil Dead. And I absolutely love this character. I love the second and third film. And this representation is from the recent TV show, Ash vs. the Evil Dead. So it's a slightly older Bruce Campbell, but I'm happy with it. But before we get into the figure, let me talk to you about my experience on getting this thing. So this arrived yesterday, and as you can see by the box, it's completely flattened like that in one side. I bought this off eBay from a seller called The Geekery. So it's THEG33KERY. Got over 10,000 items sold on there, and there was a couple. The reason why I went with this seller was because they had decent feedback and all that kind of stuff. And to be honest with you, I won't be using them again. And the reason why I won't be using them again is this cost about £35, £35. And then they put a little bit of bubble wrap around it and stuck it in a jiffy bag. So it's no wonder that the box got crushed, because it wasn't packaged right in the first place. And so I contacted them and said, listen, right, the figure's okay. I'm not a minting box collector, but I do normally keep the packaging, and this packaging's been crushed. And basically what they said to me is, oh, you're going to need to return it. And I was like, well, I thought to myself, well, I could return it, but the figure's okay and the figure's what I want. It just feels a bit bad that I've paid you to have this delivered to me, and it's come with a crushed box. I think we'd all feel the same. And basically I said, well, as the packaging is crushed, is there any chance you could refund me? Now, I know that they've paid like £3-4 postage for this, and I know it was free postage on there, but actually you're paying for the postage as part of the product. It's just that's the way that they do their business on eBay. So I just thought, even if they went to me, you know what, here's a £3-4 back just because the postage wasn't great, I would have been happy. But basically they told me I need to send it back. They told me at first that I need to go to a post office, even though I'm meant to be social distancing, and send it back. Then they said that I send a Hermes delivery to pick it up, because they... So what they're saying is that I need to return this so they can investigate it, so they can get in touch with Royal Mail and they can investigate who and why this was crushed. And another reason, they're saying a lot of people, Royal Mail's returns are up. They're saying a lot more people are getting damaged stuff. Well, I'm not a rocket scientist, but generally, with what's going on, people are buying more stuff through the post because they can't get it anywhere else. And logic would state, if you increase the demand on a service, there is always going to be a capacity for crushing, errors, damages, all that kind of stuff. The volume of that is probably going to increase in correlation with the demand to service. So, so that point was just a bit stupid. And also, if you have this demanding service, have Royal Mail got the resource to investigate why someone put their foot on that and crushed it? Well, to be honest with you, I can save all that investigation work, because the reason why that box is crushed is nothing to do with Royal Mail. It's the fact that it wasn't put in a box and wrapped in some bubble wrap. It was just wrapped in a jiffy bag with a little bit of bubble wrap around it. No wonder it's got crushed. So the problem lies with the seller 100%. So where I left it, they were saying, oh, we need you to send it back so we can investigate it. Go away, I just won't be giving you any more of my money. And I recommend to all the viewers out there who are watching this, if you're on eBay and see this seller, go with someone else, because your item will be shipped to you in a crap jiffy bag. So don't bother with that seller. Now that said, unfortunately, normally if the box was damaged, I wouldn't really care if it was dog-eared. I've even bought stuff at a reduced cost that's damaged before. But this box is actually really nice. It's got like this hologram look on the front, which is really wicked. You've got a picture of Ash on the back, underneath all the dents from the Royal Mail bloke's shoe. It's you, Graham. I know it's you, the Collector 75, who's doing this, and he's putting his foot and damaging all the stuff that I'm going to send through the post. I know it's you, Graham, so stop it. On the inside of the box, you see a really cool picture of Ash. And this is the ultimate version. This is the ultimate version of the figure. And there are a few more. There's two waves of this, and I think altogether there are 4 versions of Ash, or 5 versions of Ash. There's the Ultimate version of this, which comes with a few more heads and accessories. And there are some, like in his shop gear, in the Asylum gear, and they are really cool. Now, Ash himself here is wearing his traditional blue denim shirt, brown trousers and shoes, as he does in most of the films. He has, of course, got his chainsaw hand. This is how he comes in box. He's got his holster at the back, and he's got his sort of shotgun. And I really, really like how it looks, to be honest. It's a great looking figure. Articulation wise, as it is Neca, it's okay but not the best. Arms can do a full rotation. Arms can bend about to there. You get some swivel on the wrists. Waist articulation. Legs can move just a little bit. You do get a bend at the knee, and you do get a slight rocker at the ankle, and his head, of course, can move side to side and a little bit of up and down. When we have a look at that head sculpt, this is my favourite one of the lot. I really, really like it. I think it's really, really cool. And you can swap some stuff about, so you can take the chainsaw off really gently, because I've watched some videos on this, and this part here is quite fragile. And you can replace it, so this is another accessory. This is his wooden hand. There we go. That's his wooden hand, which is quite cool. It's nice to have that. I don't think that was in the original version of this figure. It only came with the shop attendant one. You've also got this, which is a... Oh, 2 seconds. You've also got a robotic hand, which apparently gets later on in the series. So I haven't got that far yet. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, but I'm a little bit hooked on it. Apparently there's only 3 seasons, only got cancelled, which is a shame. But yeah, you've got that hand there, which is quite cool. And apparently later on in the series, he then has this part on his hand before attaching the chainsaw. And I'm not... Gently. There we are. So you could have that. Yeah, so apparently when he's got his mechanical hand, he just has this base permanently attached and then takes off the mechanical hand. So another accessory there, which is quite cool. Now you also get this part. So I'm not quite sure what this is for. Actually, tell a lie, I know what this is for. So you get another part of his sleeve, and I think that actually replaces the entire arm, does it? I think that's how it works. Yeah, that's how it works, because otherwise his arm was a little bit too long. Yeah, there we go. So we've got that one going on. If you want to have that, pretty cool. Let's pop his other arm back on. And then his only other accessory is a little photo of his car, which is really cool. I really like that. It's just on a piece of paper. And then, of course, you have his other head sculpts. So this is my favourite one, Screaming Ash. Pop that off. Oh, really tight. Really, really tight. We have this one. Stern Ash. We have slightly perplexed Ash. And we have going for an angry poo Ash. I think they're all pretty decent head sculpts, to be honest with you. My favourite is probably the Screaming one. As I've said, that's how I've been displaying him since he arrived yesterday. His shotgun can also go in the back, by the way. And that's it for accessories wise. So he comes with a fair amount, to be honest with you. Pretty cool figure. I really like the detail on it. I really like the texture. It's typical Neca. I mean, yes, you worry about how fragile the parts of this is, but it's a great toy, and I really, really like it. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little review. Sorry about my rant at the beginning of the video, and until next time, I've been Zort Rider. This has been Ash. Until next time, groovy. Give me some sugar, baby.